Happy Sunday, everyone. I wanted to come as we're going into a new month and I guess the last month of the year. I wanted to come back and restart doing the YouTubes. I know some of you are wondering what happened, why did she stop? And that's actually related to what I wanted to talk about today. So there's two topics again. For those of you who haven't watched before, I haven't watched in a while. I do these once or twice a week to really just re-energize, really give us 5 minutes of a new perspective in our day, in our lives. Sometimes just changing 1 minute of your normal morning routine can completely change your entire day, or changing your mindset can have a huge impact on the rest of your life. And that's why I go and I share some of the things that I've learned and have had an impact on my life to have more power and control over my own life. The first thing I wanted to talk about was haven't I done the YouTubes in a long time? Well, it's interesting. How many of you have, let's see, how do we say this? How many of you have started something and then not really seen a response from other people and then been like, why should I bother doing this? And we come into all these reasons in our head, right? Is this really worth my time? Does anybody care? And then we stop doing it. It could be anything from maybe you're in a job and you're working really hard at a project and nobody acknowledges you and telling you you're doing a great job at that project. So then you kind of start slacking off. You think, hey, no one will notice if I stop doing this project anyway, or if I just throw it together. We've all had those moments. Or moments like where maybe we decided, we want to learn how to work out more. And then you don't immediately see a result. You go on a date or you go hang out with friends and you see you're not losing weight very quickly. And you say, you know what, why should I even bother exercising? No one even notices that I'm working out anyway. It happens to all of us. We start things and then we don't see the response from other people. So we stop doing it, right? Because why do it if nobody notices or cares? And what I realized in the last month is it doesn't really matter if people notice or care. Some of the best athletes and, actresses and people like that, they didn't do it because other people said, oh my gosh, you're amazing, you're going to win an Academy Award. They did it because that was their passion and then they were excited to share that. Even if nobody watched or even if one person watched. I remember I heard a story about, I forgot what actress, but a famous actress. And she went to do her Broadway show or her play or off-Broadway show. And she goes there and one person is in the audience. One person. And she doesn't walk off stage and say, oh, nobody showed up. Why should I bother? No, she played full out. She completely gave her all to that one person. And by the time they came to intermission, she went and she came back after intermission. And a few more people had shown up. She had told her friends to come. And then as she's singing her heart out and she's really connecting to the song, more people show up and more people. And by the end, the whole audience was full. And I tell that story because if we sit there and we try to do things because we're trying to get other people's attention and try to be significant, what ends up happening? Yeah, we stop doing it. Well, if we kept with it and kept with it, like I think it was Michael Jordan wasn't even drafted for his high school basketball team, but he kept trying and eventually he improved himself. If we sit there and we wait for other people to acknowledge us, it's never going to happen. So taking the time just to do what you mean for you, even if nobody even watches at all, then you know what, you did it for you and you spoke your heart out. And then you know what, maybe that one person will come and you'll change their life from doing whatever it is that matters to you. So that's the first thing I wanted to touch on. That am I just recommitting myself to the YouTubes, not having a commitment to other people, and I could become a big YouTube star and everybody could be like, oh, I learned so much and you changed my life. But more for that one person out there that maybe is having a hard day and maybe they decided to check it out that one time and it made a difference to them. So secondly, what I wanted to talk about is, I'll tell you a little bit. We can go more into the next time I go live. So it's almost the end of the year. So what do? How do you manifest the future that you want? It doesn't just happen. If you want, be promoted in 6 months, it doesn't just happen, because you say, hey, I want to be promoted in 6 months. Yeah, that'd be nice. Or I want to, get married or whatever it is. It doesn't just happen just because you're like, oh, I wish in 6 months that I had enough money to pay off my mortgage. we all know that's dreaming. Life doesn't come just from wishing and hoping and wanting and I'm gonna try to whatever. It comes from really believing that you could have whatever it is that you want, because then you put the work in, right? Then you put the actions in that make it actually happen. And one way that you can really manifest the future that you want is by using the phrase I am. Not saying I'm trying, or I want, or one day. I was thinking about it. When you start college, because my niece is starting college soon. When you start college, do you go in with, I'm going to try to be a college graduate? I'm going to try to get my bachelor's? No, you go into it already believing you're a graduate, already thinking about 4 years from now where you want to be and what you want to do. How your mind is thinking then is, I am a college graduate. And then you spend the next 4 years acting like you're already a college graduate. You're already putting all the effort in, even though you really don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what might happen in a year. You have no idea. But in your mind, you're already operating like you've already passed those classes and that you're going to graduate, and you believe in yourself and you study, because you're not there saying, oh yeah, I'm going to try to graduate college. I hope to graduate college. One day I'll graduate college. No, in your mind now you're graduating college, and you need to do all of those papers and all those things to get to the point that you are that. And what happens is, once we make a declaration, once we say, I am whatever it is, life shows up and gets you there. 6 months ago, I was living in New York, and I said, I am moving to Florida. I didn't know how, I didn't know when, I didn't know what that would look like. I didn't know how I'd start, I would get rid of all my stuff. But I said that, and once I said, I am moving, what happened? I started to act like somebody that was moving. I started to get rid of stuff and sell stuff, because I didn't say I'm going to try to move. I said I'm going to try to move, then I probably would never have happened. Or if you say I'm going to learn, how to drive. Once you say I am, you learn. But if you say I'm going to try to drive, maybe I'll drive. I hope I can drive. I wish I can drive. You don't make the actions. You get busy. You don't go to practice. You don't go to driver's ed, because you're saying I'm trying. So something I want you to do is think about the next 6 months and think about something that you want. And then I know it sounds silly and crazy and whatever else, but the way that you manifest is saying that you are that already. So, for example, if in 6 months from now, you just want to be calm, you're stressed out, you have kids that you're homeschooling, you're like, in 6 months, I just want to be calm. If you say, I am calm, what happens? You start to believe it. What's amazing is, I'm trying this through ring light and it just went off. Let me figure it out. Ooh. All right, you guys can survive. Once you say, I am calm, yeah, in that moment, your kids might come crying and whatever else. But in that moment, your mind gets tricked. Your mind hears, I am calm, and it starts to believe that you're actually calm. And then the rest of your body responds to that, even if for a second, even if it's not 5 minutes that you're calm. Because in the next 6 months, eventually you'll get to the point that you're calm more and more often, because you're focusing on being calm. You keep telling yourself you're calm, and everything else, your body starts to respond, your thoughts start to respond. For me, I would say I am a best-selling author. Is my book published yet? No, it's being published in January. But if I say I am a best-selling author, that gets me to actually do all the steps to promote the book, to get it online and publish it, to have a cover designed. If I'm in the mindset that I'm a best-selling author, that means it's real. That means I got to put the pressure on. I got to do whatever it is, because I already am that. So what I would like you to do, go ahead and chat below what you are. And you may not be it now. You may not say, I am an amazing chef. And then you're going to say, no, I'm not an amazing chef at all. But if you say, I am, you start to believe you're an amazing chef. And you're maybe more willing to try to cook something new, or to take a class, or to go check out a YouTube video. By saying I am, it just tricks your mind into actually believing that you are. And when you share it with other people, they start to believe it as well, because they heard from you that you are that and you really believe it. So I am excited to have 20 viewers in the next few, and I am excited that I'm going to have an increase in the number of people that are on my YouTube. Again, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I am, and you are. And today, as we go into a new week, don't conduct yourself as what you were, what you've already accomplished. Conduct yourself in the way that I am. I am a great soccer player. I am a great mom. Because you know what happens is you'll end up living into that. And I know you're many things. You just have to think in the next 6 months, where would you like to be? What would you like to have in your life? What is something that you want to accomplish? And you keep saying, like, I'm trying or I'm going to. And today you can actually say, I am. Forget how that's going to happen. I know you're going to say, I am a millionaire. If you put that thought in your head, your mind's going to start thinking of ways to make you into a millionaire. So I am signing off now, but I am excited to see people comment and to connect with all of you a little bit more often. And I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Have a really good day.